All new tonight, we are highlighting some notable neighbors that reached out to 10 TV through the Nextdoor app. They wanted to show people how even strangers could become lifelong friends during a pandemic. On this Thanksgiving, 10 TV's Angela Ann takes us to Victorian Village near Ohio State's campus.
Driving along Neal Avenue, signs that say "Stand with Andy" might make you ask, who's Andy?
Andy was diagnosed with his sarcoma.
But Kelly Kidd and her husband Pete Schuler didn't really know Andy. In fact, they barely met his parents, who moved in next door in March. But the couple knew trips to and from the hospital would be grueling.
And I thought, well, if we had signs out there, then every time they were going back and forth, they would know, at least we're thinking about them.
She put a piece of paper in the mailboxes of our neighbors and said that, hey, this is happening next door to us. And if you'd like, to be a part of this, just text us and let us know and we'll get a sign for you.
One by one, the signs went up. Andy's parents didn't know what to expect until one day.
We came back around and rounded the corner on our particular portion of the block. And I looked over to the side and saw the sign and immediately was like, "Moo." And I'm pointing to Jim and he's like, "Oh my God." And then we're looking up and down the street and we were both just like, so I'm bawling, walking the dogs. These guys are outside finishing putting things up and I'm just like,
Andy's mom wasn't the only one with tears.
Look who's joining us. So Nicole, meet your neighbors.
Nicole Kendall jumped at the chance for a yard sign when she received Kelly's note, even though she never met any of her neighbors until now.
Anytime somebody in this neighborhood reaches out to me, I think it's important to be a good neighbor and respond. Seeing that I wasn't able to meet anybody in person when I got it, I felt included.
Andy's mom says the show of support from day one has been amazing and emotional for herself, the family, and Andy too.
I think he's just humbled and incredibly grateful to just know that people are thinking about him.
They're also standing with Andy because that's what neighbors do. In Victorian Village on Neal Avenue, Angela Ann, 10 TV News.